Yo, welcome back to another day of trading. So today I'm watching Tesla, Nvidia, and not AMD. I hate trading AMD. It's just when I trade, it's always so freaking choppy. So I'm just looking at POTR. So Tesla just hit that 332 level that I had marked. So obviously we held 324, we held 318, and now we're above that. So I'm looking for it to see what it does here at previous day's high. So we'll see if it holds. If it does, hopefully it gives us a flag for it to trade to the upside. I'm also watching Nvidia. Nvidia on the daily chart looks pretty solid. So we'll see what happens here. It looks pretty strong right off previous day's close. And PLTR, we're above 140, so we'll see what happens at that level. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. Let's see. The Nvidia looks nice. See what Nvidia does. Let's see if Nvidia breaks that high. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take the trade. So I'm gonna pause this and come back if there's a setup that sets up for us. Okay, so Tesla just gave up that whole move. So let's see if we have a gap to fill. So we'll see if we can fill that gap. So we'll see if that trade happens, and I'll come back and take the trade. Okay, potentially this trade is setting up, and we're going to see if this breaks 327. Then we're looking for that gap fill to 324. Seems like Tesla's pretty weak, but the market, the NQ, it's going higher. It's getting to a demand, a supply area. So I'm kind of skeptical to take this trade because if you see at the if you look at the market is just ripping higher. So I'm just going to be patient because we might hold this 327 and then rip back up or just chop around. So we'll see if it breaks 327. If it breaks, I'll take the trade, and if it reclaims, I'm out. So just pause this, see if there's a little flag that comes up, and then we take the trade. Okay, honestly, I think it's going to set up. I'm going to take it here. Okay, hit the 327, didn't break below. I took it too early, I think. Let's see if it breaks. 320. Okay, it broke on the level two and it broke pretty weak to the downside. Nice. 325. Let's see if we get 324 real quick. It's pretty weak. It broke $2 from there. So we'll see if we get hit to 324 or 325 at least. The market just dropped. That's why. I think 324 is the target, but we'll see if we hit that. Or at least break below 325. The market just reclaimed it. See if it breaks 325 real quick. It's holding this 326 level. It seems pretty weak, so let's see if it breaks 325. Oh, nice. Okay. Took some out there. I'm gonna take more out here. Only have 100 shares left, and I'm out. All right, 939 on that trade, and I'm done. This is a Friday. I'll make it pretty chill Friday, so I'm done. Good trade here. So the trade, let me explain the trade real quick. So Tesla went up right to this 332 um supply area, and we were holding 324. So at this 332, it just dropped, gave up the whole move. It looked pretty weak on the tape. Once it broke 327, it broke by a dollar, or I think by $2 all the way to 325 on the tape. So on this drop, right, I went in at 327. It dropped all the way to 325.50 around there. So that took that trade. I was already up, and I knew it had to retest maybe this 324 because that was a gap fill too. So it just retested that 324, 324.50. So that was a pretty good trade. It aligned with our NQ that 22,140 had marked. So that was a pretty good trade for me. Nvidia setting up, but I'm not going to take that trade anymore. So I'm pretty much done. ES also hit that supply zone. So it's Friday. I'm not gonna mess with anything else. One trade and done. So I'm done. So pretty fast trade, pretty quick, $1,000. That was pretty nice. So I'm gonna have a nice weekend, and I hope y'all do too. So thank you for watching, and I'll post my recap for my trading on Monday. So thanks, man. All right, peace.